So now, today, is there any place in Colombia that you wouldn't travel or you wouldn't advise?
I'm not gonna say that everything it's clear,
But it's changed
but
a
it's
lot.
changing, and it's changing rapidly. I think Colombia has gone through the worst already, and everything from here on should continue the same path of improvement.
That's the bus going into town. So we're at the local farmers market. This is where all the farmers from all the villages and the mountainous communities come and bring their stuff and sell it, and the local shop. So the local restaurants, do they all
local
shop here? They
restaurants,
shop
yeah.
here for the food?
This is a type of passion fruit. Just suck it and let the seeds kind of leave all the juicy thing out.
What are these guys drinking?
That's aguardiente. That's sugarcane aniseed drink.
This is
Esto es
this is
frutenlo.
the drink of Colombia.
Yeah, that's what I call concentrated happiness.
Concentrated and happy.
That's the way you drink it.
It's like
It's aniseed. Podemos ver la
Muy bueno.
botella. Nos puede mostrar la botella. That's the local. ¿Me puede mostrar la botella? 12,000 per chicken.
12,000 per chicken.
$4.
Can't do that one. It's too
You
sad.
can't take it.
Too sad.
Too sad.
Too sad.
After our visit to the market, it's time for more, you guessed it, coffee. This time with some of Juan's local friends.
Cheers.
In Colombia, we say salud.
Salud.
Yeah. Always welcome to Colombia.
We left Juan's beautiful hacienda farm this morning, and now drove straight up through the mountains, and now we're here in Manizales. So tell me about the city we're in.
Manizales is a small city. We have 400,000 population, and it's been safe for a very, very long time. But now also the perception of the whole country is changing, so we are lucky to be a city that also had a good perception before, and it's also having a good perception now because of the whole country.
The people wanted to have a clean city, a safe city. The people are so kind. So it's like that.
The families that have been managing Manizales have been the same families for centuries, like 5 generations by now. So what they did is they kind of protected the city from other people, other families to come and do bad in the city.
Next to us, we have a national park. And especially locals wanted to come to when they saw, for example, on TV, that's the Manizales Cathedral. We have to go to Manizales to go to the national park because Colombia doesn't have snow, yeah? Doesn't have glaciers in other places. And the easiest place to walk on a glacier was here, next to Manizales. That's the beginning of the tourism here.
In Manizales, you go 40 minutes up to the hills and you have snow, you have a different experience, and you go 40 minutes down the hills and you have a sunny, beautiful day. Like you can go from 190 meters above the sea to 5,000 above the sea. So somehow you manage to have it all in just a small place.
No, we started to visit our own country and we realized that we have a nice country to visit, yeah? So, as always in every place, you know your room, but you don't know your backyard. We started to know our own backyard, yeah? And this is our backyard, for example. Walking in Manizales, you talk to Colombians, you talk to people from Manizales, you realize that Colombians are open-minded and open heart too, yeah? So you say, wow, this is a warm country, I want to stay here. There was like a commercial saying, the only risk is wanting to stay here.
With a significant coffee buzz keeping me going, another long, windy road takes me from Manizales to the charming little pueblo of Salamina. Founded in 1825 and recently declared a National Heritage Site, Salamina is a colorful collection of adobe houses with tiled roofs nestled on a steep mountaintop, the style of many of the towns in this part of Colombia. I was meeting with Andreas, an interior decorator by trade, part-time tour guide, and perhaps the most interesting man in Salamina. He was born here, but only moved back 10 years ago after traveling the world. One of the many examples of locals returning and thriving now that the violence in the area had subsided.
So we were told 10 years ago that Salamina was a place that as a tourist was in the no-go zone. You didn't travel here.
Yeah, it was dangerous to come here. After the government start talking with the guerrillas and with the paramilitarism, and they finished with that in the government of Álvaro Uribe, the region became peaceful, and the people were allowed to come here again. Salamina is not. We don't have a big tourism, but that's very good for us because it's a very exclusive place to come. It's not very common. You are going to find a gorgeous town with a very nice main square with a touch of Europe. Welcome to one of the bars of the town. This is like a cantina. It's where the farmers and the people of the town come to relax and have drinks.
Is it like this every day?
Yeah, it's open every day, every time. Yes, it's very, very beautiful and very nice. Welcome. We are going to enjoy our local beverage, which is Aguardiente.
Aguardiente.
Yeah.
This is sugar cane.
It's sugar cane and fermented, and that's it. It's very strong. It's like the macho drinks.
The macho drink.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm done for.
Yeah. And welcome to Salamina.
Fondo blanco. Todo. It's gonna be a long night. I can tell.
It was a long night, and with the effects of Colombia's spirit weighing heavy in my head, we arose early the next morning to take our next stomach-churning trip, zigzagging further into the mountains to an even littler and even more precariously located town called La Merced.
To give you an idea of exactly how far out we are into the central mountains of Colombia, we started in Bogota, city of 10 million people, drove 9 hours on an overnight bus to the city of Manizales, which is about 500,000 people. And then we drove another 2 hours out of Manizales to the city of Salamina, which is just on the cliff of a mountain, and that's about 15,000 people. And then today, we went another 2 hours into the mountains to a little city, La Merced, which you can see over my shoulder. Now we are on these roads here where the Colombians wouldn't travel to for many, many years, and of course tourists didn't travel here. And still today, we haven't seen a tourist in 3 days. To give you a sense of life here in this part of Colombia, these homes are just built right on the cliff above their coffee plantation, where they might also grow some plantains. And the homes that are located lower in the mountain valley, there's no roads to access them. So in order to bring their harvests into town, they first have to take mules all the way up the mountain to get on jeeps in these dirt roads and then bring their stuff into the small communities.
At Hacienda Emporo, we ditched the jeeps in favor of an old, trusted, and versatile mode of transportation: the horse. Ascending into what felt like the sky itself, the clouds rolled and billowed against the mountains. This kind of heavenly splendor brought to mind the magical realism of legendary Colombian author Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I certainly saw where he drew his inspiration.
We were riding the horses back down the mountain, and then we made it back fine, but a storm blew in. Crazy storm. All the power's gone out at the villa. And we're just camped out in here, drinking beer, because we can't make our barbecue. So, just drink beer and light candles and get to know each other really well. Ah, sí, gracias. Salud.
Ok, salud. Okay.
How long the storm's gonna last.
Hello.
How are you? Can you hear me okay? Already frozen.
Where are you, Daddy?
I'm in the mountains. Can you
Pardon?
see the pug, sweetie? Oh, there's the other one. Look.
I can't see you at poor connection.
Oh no. You can't see the dogs?
There they are.
There's one of them.
Can I call you back, please?
Yeah, is the reception bad? Okay, call me back in a sec. Is that better?
A little bit. You're still freezing. Can you go inside?
It won't make any difference, sweetie, where I am.
Next time you go on a trip, can I come with you?
Of course. Of course. Well, we're going to go on our next trip together.
What have you been doing